Police chief accuses two of his now former officers of violating procedure while a man was dying in a bathroom stall.
Both 30-year veterans have been forced out of the Blue Ash Police Department after a 4-month internal investigation. Angela Ingram has the story.
When a man was suffering a medical emergency at Frisch's in Blue Ash, 4 officers responded, including the police chief.
He's locked in a stall? Okay.
Yeah, so we got somebody that's going to open it right now.
All right, I got the EMS and police being dispatched here.
This officer had on his lights and siren, but the one in front of him did not.
Our department policy requires that in emergency response situations such as a person not breathing, that our officers respond lights and siren. 2 of the 3 officers involved in this situation did not respond with lights and siren on.
The man in the bathroom stall died despite medical help. Chief Scott Noel was the first officer on the scene, which is not the norm given his responsibility for running the department, and because of that, he started an investigation into how the other officers responded.
This is something that I personally observed and that I ordered an internal investigation because it does not support the mission of this police department, and I won't stand for it.
The chief says Officer Gary McNeil did not use his lights or siren. He says McNeil was speeding, cut off another car, and didn't use the video recording system in his car. The chief also says Sergeant Edward Sharon did not rush to the emergency and failed to supervise the scene, which was part of his job.
Is someone doing CPR? Or?
Yes, we're doing it. It's not working.
The chief also says both lied during the investigation. Officers here had a meeting so that everyone is clear on the policy and what happens if they don't follow it.
Expediting to the scene and doing absolutely everything they can for this community, and unfortunately I had 2 officers that didn't uphold that, and they're no longer here because of it.
The chief got to the restaurant in roughly 5 minutes, and again, he was the first officer there. He says given the victim's medical history, the officers would not have been able to help that man, but the chief says the 2 former officers' actions were still unacceptable. Cammie, back to you.
All right, Angela, thank you. Now, after the recommendation to fire the officers, Officer Sharon retired, McNeil was fired.